Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Twitcher T-Scored, and today I'm bringing you guys Osprey Gunner with every sniper rifle, episode number 4. This one here is using the L118A sniper rifle, and I was playing 6v6 domination on Underground. If you guys have never sniped on this map, this is the best place to do so, especially in domination. You can just hold down this B flag and try and go prone and just kind of pick guys off. That's usually what I try and do. And I was able to get the Osprey Gunner here in this game. I think it was actually the first game I attempted to go for an Osprey with this gun, so that's pretty cool. And in today's video, guys, for like the 3 or 4 minutes that I have, I want to tell you guys a little bit of a funny story. So the neighborhood that I used to live in a few years ago before I moved out to Hillsborough, I lived in a neighborhood called Bethany, and it's a pretty wealthy area. I think our house was like $800,000, like it was pretty expensive, and all the schools over there are really nice, and I met a lot of my friends over there. And I moved a few years ago, like at the very end of 6th grade is when I moved, but one of my best friends since then, and he's still one of my best friends now, his name is Rochelle, and his family is Indian and everything like that, but they don't seem too Indian, to be honest. Like, I know they're Indian and they have like some Indian customs and traditions that they do, but he seems pretty Americanized, and he doesn't have an accent, and his dad has like a partial accent, and then his mom has a pretty good accent. But you know, Rochelle is one of my best friends. We've had a lot of fun times together, and we actually didn't become friends until after I moved, which is pretty weird, but we've had a lot of fun times together, a lot of like sleepovers and hangouts and stuff like that with a lot of our other friends. But anyways, the first time he ever came to stay in my new house in Aloha, he actually came out to stay at my dad's, and it was pretty funny because we were like, oh, do you want to go to Taco Bell or like 7-Eleven and go get a snack? And we were like, okay, cool. So we walked about like a mile or two to go get like a Slurpee or something, or to go get some Taco Bell. And then as soon as we were walking back, we were actually walking past the Intel campus. And you know, Intel is actually the company that his dad works for, but I think his dad works for a different campus. But Intel is, you know, one of the most successful companies in the US. They might not make the most money of all companies, but they're like the best innovators. They make new computer chips that go towards, you know, developing technology and everything like that. So his dad works for Intel, and on the way back from Taco Bell, we walked past an Intel, and this was the first time, guys, that he came to my new house. And keep in mind, guys, both of us lived in Bethany, like this really wealthy area. There was like no crime. I think in like maybe the 5 years I've been there, I had honestly never heard a police car before, and I don't think Rochelle had ever really heard one as well. There's just not that much crime that goes on over in Bethany. But he came over to stay in my house, guys, and as soon as we were walking back from Taco Bell, we walked past Intel, and this guy who was maybe like, I don't know, like maybe in his 20s or something, all of a sudden he walks right past us, and he just pulls out like a spray, like some graffiti. He pulls out like a can of spray paint, and all of a sudden he just starts spray painting or tagging like the Intel generators. Like, I don't know if he was writing like some gang logo or maybe like his name in graffiti or something, but all of a sudden we were just walking over from Taco Bell. We were just talking and stuff, and all of a sudden this guy just pulls out a can of spray paint and just starts doing tagging and graffiti all over the place. And Rochelle and I had never seen this before, guys. It's the first time I've ever seen anybody actually doing graffiti live. I've seen, you know, the old trains and the old train tracks and just places like that that have graffiti on them, but I've never seen anybody actually doing graffiti. So we just thought it was pretty crazy, and both of us had never really seen anything like this because the area we lived in before was pretty nice. It was really wealthy, really fancy and stuff, and so there just wasn't that much crime or criminal activity. And so for both of us, we were just like, what just happened? Like, this guy just did graffiti like all over this generator, and we were like, holy crap. So we tried to walk home because we didn't know if this guy was like a gang member or if he was going to try and attack us or anything like that. We just thought it was pretty scary though, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that story today. It was like 4 years ago. It was the first time ever saw some graffiti, I guess. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.